Hi friends, welcome to Medbits, your exam savior. Today, let's discuss one of the sure shot questions from physiology that's about juxtaglomerular apparatus or JGA. Actually, JGA is having a bit lengthy discussion and it contains the most important three questions from the same portion. But we never like a lengthy video, no? So it's being divided into three parts as usual, made into the simplest way possible. And this is part 1. We are going through the definition and parts of juxtaglomerular apparatus and its functions. And once you complete learning this, it takes hardly 5 or 6 minutes only. And then you can go to part 2 video where we are discussing about RAAS system, that's the long-term and short-term blood pressure regulation methods of JGA, and the part 3 is about counter current mechanism. Okay, let's start with part 1 now. What is JGA? Before going to the definition, please look into the diagram. As I am always suggesting you, learn to draw it. Whenever an examiner is seeing the answer sheet with plenty of diagram, that is the first impression. They will feel that you know the concepts very well. So please, first you learn to draw the diagram and let's go into the definition. JGA is a combination of specialized tubular and vascular cells. Not just a single cell, okay? Note it down. JGA is a combination of specialized tubular and vascular cells located near the glomerulus of each nephron. It is found between the, see on the diagram, it is found between the afferent arteriole and the distal convolute tubule of the same nephron. JGA is having three different structures. What are they? Number one is macula densa cells. You can see it is here, macula densa cells. And the next is extraglomerular mesangial cells. And the third one is juxtaglomerular cells. Again, see in the diagram, you can see here it is juxtaglomerular cells, that is in the afferent arteriole. Let's look into details of these three parts of JGA. Number one is macula densa. Where did we find macula densa in the image? You remember it was in the distal convoluted tubule. So let's go into the details. These are specialized renal tubular epithelial cells. It is situated between afferent and efferent arterioles of the same nephron and functions in tubuloglomerular feedback mechanism. And the next is juxtaglomerular cells. Where we had seen it, we found it inside the afferent arteriole, isn't it? So let's look into the definition. Vascular smooth muscle cells are called juxtaglomerular cells. Juxtaglomerular cells act as baroreceptors and innervated by sympathetic nerve fibers. And now the third part of JGA is extraglomerular mesangial cells. Where is it located? You can just look into the diagram we have drawn and let's go through the definition. These cells are situated in the triangular region bound by afferent arteriole, efferent arteriole and macula densa cells. Functions in the regulation of glomerular filtration by their contractile property. These three definitions are very important. Talking about juxtaglomerular apparatus functions, JGA has very important functions in human body, and the most important three functions are JGA helps to regulate blood pressure. Don't forget that. And it helps to regulate GFR, glomerular filtration rate. And the third one is another important function. It secretes hormones like renin and prostaglandins. Renin is a superhero when we talk about blood pressure controlling. So let's look into just a simple definition of renin, and the remaining will be, as I said in the beginning, in part 2 video. Renin is the enzyme secreted by the kidney which regulates the blood pressure. Renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system RAAS is a hormone system within the body that is essential for the regulation of blood pressure and fluid balance. Let's look into its details in the next video. Yes friends, we have come to end of part 1 video. Now we know basically what is juxtaglomerular apparatus and its diagram, functions and its parts and all. So we will go to the part 2 video where it's explained about RAAS, and in the part 3 video is about counter current mechanism. As you have seen now, that two parts also are explained in the simplest way possible. Hope you like the video, you learned from that, and if you feel this is useful, please try to subscribe, share and discuss with your friends. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye for now. Take care.